group of Brooklyn Park business owners received some unexpected news from their property management company last month. As Delane Cleveland reports, the news creates an uncertain future for several businesses that rent space out of a local office complex.
It's a passion thing for me.
Situated along Brooklyn Boulevard is Brooklyn Executive Plaza.
The business here make the community.
Situated along Brooklyn Boulevard is Brooklyn Executive Plaza. It may not look like much from the outside, but on the inside is a collection of small business owners.
I've been here since 2014.
From hairstylists,
Weezy's Hair Design. I'm a household name.
To home health care service providers.
This is where we process paperwork.
Who have used this office space to follow their dreams.
We make this building to be what it is today because of our businesses.
In the case of Wheezy Myers,
getting new lightings and doors and cabinets.
She's used her own money to renovate her salon.
Thousands of dollars, yes.
But in early December,
I got that notification right under my door.
She got a letter from her property management company telling her to vacate her space by January 31st because the owner signed a lease with a new tenant that will occupy the majority of this floor.
For me, I broke down. I really wanted to cry.
I didn't know what to do.
Wookie Harmon Bella, who's occupied this space since 2008, got that same letter.
We are not begging to stay. We are just asking for an extension.
Earlier this week at City Hall,
where do we go?
Wookie and many of the other office tenants appealed to Brooklyn Park's Economic Development Authority for help.
We have to help these business owners right now.
Unfortunately, the assistance offered by the city can only go so far.
Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of good answers for those that are being impacted.
In the meantime, the clock is ticking. And the rent-paying business owners simply want the respect they deserve.
Please, we are begging you. Just give us time. Time for us to move.
I have to have that shop ready. The city have to come in there and approve that it's ready for me to work.
In Brooklyn Park, Delane Cleveland, CCX News.
Maple Grove police say retail theft went up this holiday season. However, police say they were also able to make more arrests. Maple Grove reported 120 retail theft cases during November and December. That's a 28% increase over the same time period the year prior. Police say many of the crimes are being committed by repeat offenders. They also say suspects have become more brazen.
We had 6 incidents where individuals fled from us in vehicles, and we either chose not to pursue them based on the nature of the crime or based on our policy, just because they're fleeing and they're doing these very dangerous acts.
In one incident, a clothing theft suspect backed up and rammed into a police squad vehicle. Police say that suspect had outstanding felony warrants. A Brooklyn Park man is the latest person to plead guilty in a federal child nutrition fraud scandal connected to the nonprofit Feeding Our Future. 43-year-old Libin Alishire pleaded guilty this week to federal charges of money laundering and conspiracy to commit wire fraud. He admitted in federal court to pocketing more than $700,000 in taxpayer money by falsely claiming to serve hundreds of thousands of meals to needy children in the early stages of the pandemic. As part of the plea, Alishire agrees to forfeit properties he purchased in Kenya with the fraudulent proceeds, including a resort on the Indian Ocean. He's also expected to receive prison time when he's sentenced at a later date. Alishire was among 50 defendants charged in the massive fraud scheme. He is the 6th person to plead guilty. Negotiations are expected to resume Thursday in an attempt to avoid a lockout of Honeywell union workers. The contract stalemate involves more than 600 Teamsters union members at Honeywell who work out of locations in Golden Valley, Plymouth, and Minneapolis. Honeywell told the local union members that if an agreement is not reached by the end of the month, a lockout would begin on February 1st. Most of the employees impacted work in the company's aerospace division. According to published reports, the contract stalemate is largely focused on wages. It's not always the flashy students that can have the greatest impact on a school. Sometimes it's the ones that show up with a positive attitude and they treat others with respect. Sarah Allen introduces us to today's standout student, who's known at his Golden Valley High School as a connector.
When you walk the halls of Robbinsdale Academy Highview in Golden Valley, there's a good chance you'll see senior Jose Vazquez-Krogstad connecting with others.
As soon as he walks through the door right away, you know he's here, and so he's greeting everybody, making his rounds with all the teachers and staff, but then students like him as well too, and so that's a skill. Right?
Principal Robert Ware says Vazquez-Krogstad is a natural people person that builds strong relationships with others.
The biggest thing when I see Jose is just a connector, right? He's a bridge between our admin team and teachers and staff with the other students in the building.
Like 300?
Vazquez-Krogstad helps friends with homework and even says he helps teachers when he can.
One time I actually brought one of my hall monitors lunch because I could tell she was tired and stuff, so I just bought her lunch.
The Standout student says it's a two-way street and appreciates the supportive and caring staff at Highview.
All the teachers are really respectful here. One of the teachers here teach me guitar.
When he's not practicing guitar or watching sports, Vazquez-Krogstad is busy taking 3 college courses and 4 high school classes.
I feel like if you care about school, you'll have great opportunities in life.
And it's that type of attitude and his ability to create harmonious connections that makes him a standout student.
He has big plans that we definitely going to hear big things about him once he walks across that stage.
In Golden Valley, Sarah Allen, CCX News.
Jose Vazquez-Krogstad plans to go to college in Texas to be a dental hygienist. Highview is one of 3 high schools in the Robbinsdale School District.
After a slow start to the season, the 9th-ranked Benilde-St. Margaret's boys hockey team has played well. The Red Knights look to stay unbeaten in conference games Tuesday night. The Red Knights looking to make it 8 wins in their last 9 games as they host Bloomington Jefferson. First period, the Red Knights' Mason Miner's shot from the point is stopped, but number 19 Wes Berg is right there for the rebound. It's 1-0 Benilde less than 5 minutes in. Later in the first, Drew Stewart passes back to Berg, who comes out front, turns, fires, and scores. The junior would add a 3rd goal later in the game. Late first period now, Caleb Kotsky feeds Ben Norris for the shot and goal. Benilde-St. Margaret's leads Jefferson 3-0 after 1. Second period, Cole Baumgartner slides a pass across to Maceo Phillips. He picks the far side of the net with his shot to make it 4-0. Nice give and go here between Maximus Wendt and Peter Gertson. It's number 23 Gertson who ends up with the goal to make it 5-0 Red Knights. Benilde scores 3 goals in each period. Gavin Reed nets one here as the Red Knights trounce the Jaguars 9-0. BSM is now 12-5 on the season. The Cooper boys basketball team is in 2nd place in the Tri-Metro in their first season in the conference. They met Brooklyn Center in a high-scoring contest. Jay Wilcox has the highlights.
Brooklyn Center at home to face Cooper in Tri-Metro Conference boys basketball. Cooper bolts to an early lead. The shot is missed, but Martez Wise tips it in for a quick 10-0 Hawks lead early. The Centaurs get a defensive rebound here, but Michael Cooper gets the steal and dunk on his way to a big night for Cooper. Next time he jumps in the passing lane and goes in for another jam on a 34-14 lead. Michael Cooper scores 29 on the night. BC gets it going a bit. Antoine Jones drives in to score 2 of his 13 points for the Centaurs. Then Jones jabs it loose and sets up Cravon Douglas for the big dunk. He scores 25 for the game, but it's an uphill battle for BC. Sam Massaquoi finishes a great first half for Cooper with the layup, part of a 23-point night for him, and it's 63-30 Hawks at the half. The second half is more of the same. Chance Wicks to Cooper to Wise for the dunk. This one's decided early as Cooper rolls past Brooklyn Center 104-70. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.
The Maple Grove girls basketball team has a 2-game lead in the Northwest Suburban Conference standings. The Crimson racked up another league win Tuesday. Jason Malillo has the highlights.
Girls basketball action, Champlin Park hosting Maple Grove. First half, Audrey Corman to Kennedy Click for the reverse layup for MG. Then Click kicks out for Jordan Odie, and she swishes a 3-pointer for a 30-20 Grove lead. Mariah Pates drives and finishes with the left hand for the Rebels. Then Ashley Burkett goes to the goal for CP and a really nice finish. She scores 15 in the first half, 24 in the game. Click with the steal and the future Gopher quick down the floor for the hoop and hit. 13 in the first half for Click. Second half, Corman strong underneath for the basket and foul. She's one of 4 Grove players scoring in double figures. Click ahead to Odie and she finishes the break. Crimson start the second half on a 12-0 run. Click gives it up to Odie again and she nails a 3. A game-high 27 points for the super sophomore, and Maple Grove wins 89-67. Jason Malillo, CCX Sports.
Thanks, Jason. Coming up Friday night on CCX, you can watch old rivals Osseo and Park Center go head-to-head in boys basketball. That game tips off at 6 p.m. and can be seen live on CCX1 or online at ccxmedia.org. That's all for sports. More news after this.
Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.